I am always on a quest for a new Holy Grail foundation. Have I found my new Drugstore Holy Grail foundation? Today we're reviewing the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. What a mouthful. And we're going to find out if that just might be my Holy Grail or something that you might love to use. If that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around. We're about to get right into it. Face with Mona. It's a channel geared towards everything for that mature woman. We're trying things to see what we can do to age gracefully. And today we're doing one of my favorite videos. It's a foundation review. I haven't done one of these in a long time, and we're looking at the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum because I thought that might just be a dupe for Ilia. And out of all the foundations that I've bought in the last, say, 3 years, Ilia is the one that I've repurchased the most. There's 2 others that are up there, and we might have to do a video on that. But let's look at the specs of this foundation and why it interests me. It comes in 10 shades, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but the shades are arranged. So for instance, my color is 0.5 to 2, so it is supposed to adjust to your skin tone to match any shade within fair to very light. And I think it does a great job. The other matches go all the way up to very deep. So between very light and very deep, you should be able to find something that matches your skin tone. So good job on L'Oreal with this. Why was I interested in this besides thinking it was a dupe for the Ilia? It says that it is makeup plus skincare in one, which equals the perfect match. Introducing new True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum by L'Oreal Paris. And I've already been a fan of the other L'Oreal True Match, and so have many of you. So this definitely was intriguing. It's the first tinted serum with 1% hyaluronic acid. With this tinted serum, skin instantly looks brighter, even, and feels hydrated for a nude, radiant finish. These are all things that I look for in the foundation. As I get older, I want things that are more skin-like, that are hydrating, that are going to make my textured, mature, dry, flawed skin look a little bit better. And this claims to do all of that. It says that the hyaluronic acid gives skin a hydrated feel and smooths over time, while the luminous mineral pigments give lightweight coverage for a brightened complexion. So brightened complexions equal youthfulness to me and make mature skin look a little better, as long as it's not too luminous and it's not drawing attention to our flaws. So it's a fine balance there, and we're gonna see if this foundation is able to walk that line. You can get it at Target for $14.99. I've seen it up to $19.99 depending on where you get it at. It's also available at Ulta. There's a money-back guarantee. We're gonna find out if this is right for me and if it just might be right for you. So let's get into it. Good morning, and I do mean good morning. It is like 6:30 here. It is super early. I have a long day, and I want to get in a full wear test of this foundation for use. I am 50 and 3/4. I'll be 51 on August 1st, which is just around the corner. My gosh, where did the time fly? So I have my face cleansed, I have my skincare on, and I have my SPF on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in real quick with a little bit of pore filler. This is Essence My Skin Perfected Tinted Primer. I have this in the shade Fair Neutral, and you can wear this on its own. You'll see this in another upcoming video where I talk about where Drugstore does it better, or buy this, not that. Creamy mousse-like consistency. I'm just patting it in. I'm also going to put on a little under eye corrector because, as you might be able to see, my under eyes are really dark this morning. I'm using my Tarte CC cream this morning instead of my Charlotte Tilbury or my Sicily, just because that's what I picked up. I have tried it with a sponge. I find that the sponge shears it out a little bit too much. I'd rather go in with a damper sponge after the fact and just make sure I don't have any areas that need to be padded. I do think if you're going to use a sponge, you want to go with a firmer type of sponge more than a softer sponge. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to shake it up per the instructions, and it advises that you go in with your fingers. Put it on the back of my hand. See the consistency? I'm just going to dot it all over my face. So it's like one big drop. I'm going to go in with my Artis oval brush in the size 8, just because it's the fastest and it really gets that product in there. And it's as soft as a sponge. I'm going to go in on the other side and I'm going to use my BK Beauty 101 brush. Same kind of technique. Just dab that dropper on my hand, go in. I'm going to take the BK Beauty 101. I know I look ghostly white, but this is actually a good color for me. And after it sets for a minute, it looks even better. Using the camera on my phone because I forgot to bring a mirror. Feels like you're wearing nothing at all. I'm going to go in under my eyes with the Infallible Full Wear by L'Oreal Concealer. I have this in the shade 345 Oatmeal. This should go nicely with the foundation, hopefully. I'm just going to pat that in. I'm going to go finish my makeup, and we're going to come back and talk about my thoughts. So I got you zoomed up a little bit close. This is natural light. We do have kind of a cloudy, overcast day here, so hopefully the lighting is good. This is what it looks like. I'll bring you in a little bit. This is always my worst side, so you can see that there's no real blurring of the pores, but it's not settling into fine lines. It's not overly clinging to texture. It's not hiding the texture, but this is my skin. The Infallible Full Wear Concealer is definitely not for me. I'd have to use my squalene to get it from not settling in my dry under eyes and lines. So this would not be something I'd pick up on a regular basis. But the foundation, I do like the foundation. It feels good. The price point is reasonable. I actually like it. We'll see how it wears. So we'll come back and we'll do a check-in at about 5 hours. See you then. We're back for a check-in. It's been a little longer than I thought. So it is 1:03 p.m. and I have had this on since 6 o'clock this morning. So it's been on for 7 hours. Let's zoom you in and see what we think. Remember, I have a very dry face, so it's not often that I'll get shine breakthrough. Maybe I have a tiny bit on my nose. Not a lot, just enough to actually give me a healthier glow. I don't mind when a little shine breaks through, because to me, I feel like my face looks a little bit healthier, a little bit more youthful when that happens, because my skin is so dry. A little dewiness is good, but I don't have a lot. I did not powder over my face. I did not set it with setting spray. This is just how it came. I don't have any breaking up, maybe a tiny bit around my mouth where I've drank my coffee and ate, but not a lot. Maybe a little settling here. which I always have. I've not found a foundation yet that does not settle at all on me or show my texture. But I'd say for 7 hours that this still looks almost like when I put it on. I see very little difference. So the longevity so far is good. I don't see any break apart. I don't see any fatal flaws. We'll come back and either do a 10-hour or 12-hour check-in to get some final thoughts. Hi, I'm back for my final review. A little early, it's 5:15, so about 11 hours and 15 minutes. I always say a foundation's not great unless it's car rearview mirror great or car visor mirror great. So when you get in your car and you're in that bright light and you flip the visor down and you look, it tells all. And that will tell me if my foundation is on point or if it's not. Because what I see inside and what I see in my mirror is not the same thing I see outside. Even though all I have today is natural light, it's still not the same as being in that car and flipping down that visor or checking it outside. And those pictures looked good earlier today, but now I can see that it is accentuating this texture right here and right here. I think that I'll play around with it a little more and hydrate my skin better. I have been really upping my Retin-A game and I have used some acid, so my skin is drier than it usually is. But after that amount of time, it was not flattering in those areas. It was not flattering outside. I would say that if you have oily skin, you may like it. If you have normal to combo skin, you may like it. I think that the texture is nice. I think it goes on well with your hands. It goes on, for me, it looks better sheared out with a sponge. Although that just gives me that sheer to light coverage. I think no matter how hard I try, that is the most flattering types of skin foundations for my age and my skin issues. I would like to have that perfect look, and I'm still on the hunt for that elusive full coverage foundation that does not accentuate everything, and I will keep on trying, but this one is not it. How I can wear this one is sheared out with a sponge and a light coverage. You can build it up with brushes to I would say a light medium, bordering on medium, but that's not the flattering way for me to wear it. So the hunt continues. If you have different skin than me, you may absolutely love this. I think if I mix this with a moisturizer or I wear it with the new Dermatology sunscreen that's more moisturizing, that may be a winner. I have not tried that yet. So until then, the hunt goes on. I hope that you found this review helpful. If this foundation has worked for you, please let me know in the comments what you did to make it look good on you. And maybe it's just because your skin isn't so dry, and maybe it's because you don't have the texture issues that I have. So until then, have a great week. Go out and live like Mel.